This is the comedy event you've been waiting for.
Put it down, you fat bastard!
Comedian Robert Kelly will be performing live in front of an audience and streaming it right to your living room.
You're old as shit because your hair's feathered.
January 30th, 2021. Robert Kelly from Comedy Central, Netflix, and HBO will be doing his hilarious, crude, but vulnerable stand-up live from the Wall Street Theater and streaming it around the world right to you. Robert Kelly live stream pay-per-view from the Wall Street Theater, January 30th, 2021. Go online for tickets.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Robert Kelly, a.k.a. The Dude, a.k.a. The King of Zoom. Thanks for checking out the Calta and Kelly YouTube page. We hope you like what we're putting up there. Make sure you go to patreon.com/Robert Kelly and sign up over there, because every week we put a show, an extra show. Friday show, only Patreon. And we also have the J.O. party on Saturday night, only Patreon. That means you, all the fans, get to come into a Zoom and hang out with us and all the other ladybugs, and it's a blast. So we also let you watch all the shows live, YKWD live, all the Calta and Kelly's live, unedited, all go on the Patreon, and you also get the 10-minute extra YKWD every week goes on there, along with Live from the Shed, one-on-ones, Tech Talk with Bobby and Friends. There's so much content up there, and you know what? It's all for what? A price of a cup of coffee. $5 gets you in the door. And you're going to love it. So make sure you go over there, patreon.com/Robert Kelly. And here's another little thing I want you to do. If you like this content we're putting up, subscribe and like. That's it. Just hit the little button, subscribe, so you know when we got a new show out, and then like it so we know you like what we're doing. Okay? That's it. Patreon.com/Robert Kelly. Subscribe and like. Now, enjoy the show. Original.
Right down from your belly. So get in here, you half a queer. It's time for Calta and Kelly.
That's for you. I'm back. I'm here. I'm fucking hurting. My back is hurting. My sides are hurting. I'm out of it.
You're ugly.
I'm fucked up. But I'm back. And I'm back to pick a bone with Mr. Mike Calta, who I never thought would do something like this to me. I never thought he had it in him.
Oh, I have it in him.
I never thought, number one best friend would stoop to such low levels.
Can I just jump in that he's been saying this for 3 days now? Won't tell me what it is. Won't answer the phone calls when I call. He just keeps texting me going, we'll talk about it on Tuesday. We'll talk about it on Tuesday. He's treating it like I banged his wife. So I'm dying to know what it is that you're so offended by.
And I feel like I just got called into the room with my two gay dads.
Yeah. Well, you're part
I
of it.
gotta tell you, we'd be a
Russell.
beautiful family, the three of us. What'd you say there?
What did my baby boy do? Lou? Oh, God. Does that make me sick to my stomach? Immediately picks your side. Doesn't even know the crime, and she's already like that fat fuck who supposedly planted the bomb in Atlanta at the Olympics.
I'm the Richard Jewell of this show. I'm the Richard Jewell of this situation. Hey, are you driving an Uber tonight, or are you just wearing the hat because it's cold in the shed?
Dumb. My stomach still hurts, you cocksucker.
Oh, well,
Don't
then
make me laugh.
watch all your stand-up. You should be fine.
Wake up and listen to your fucking radio show.
That's how you laugh when you don't want to make your belly like, I missed you, and I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, well, I am back, and I'm back with a fucking passion. Okay?
It's vengeance, not passion, you fag.
No, I don't come back with vengeance. I come back with passion because I'm a lover.
Bring it on me. I hope you split a staple right here during the show.
I hope you fucking split something right down your fucking belly.
Ooh.
I hope your nipples fall off.
I don't have any nipples.
I hope your skin tag falls off of your daughter's cereal.
How would that ever happen?
I don't know. Maybe you
Here, honey, I
stand on the
was squatting
table.
down to make your cereal.
It matches with a Raisin Bran.
This
raisin.
mother,
Oh.
Joe, shut your mouth.
It's about the size of kick.
You're in on this too, you fuck. First of
What
all,
did
you
we
stole
do?
my whole look, which I don't fucking. I mean, this whole nightmare has happened. I get home after surgery the other day, and I'm looking, man. I'm in pain. I'm hurting. I'm out of it. I mean, I've been fucked up since Thursday. What are you doing? What are you fucking doing?
Playing-
Music? Are you conducting
Playing
shit?
the violin for your whining.
I just got the chills.
My belly. Oh, it's fucking hernia. Relax.
And this is exposing you for the fucking piece of garbage that you are.
Right, so you're
This is great.
forcing me. You're forcing me to be like this.
No. This is
I was
what you do.
excited and anxious to talk to you, to our guest Brian Scolero, who's going to join us on the show. And then what
We're
happens?
excited about that. That is the light of the show.
I join up, and the cheese guy with the bad jokes is here,
And
Lock
the bad
and loaded.
hair.
and then you're yelling at me for shit I don't even know what it is.
Oh. So I wound up talking to Joe one night. I'm talking to Joe about some
Joe
other
Russell.
work. Joe Russell, the cheese boy, right there, the sweat hog head.
You do have Travolta's eyes and Horshack's hair.
Yeah, and Epstein's fucking facial structure. And fucking Washington's outfits. That's it. And he says to me, someone's echoing.
Yeah. Keep talking
Not
about
me.
it.
I
and
got
figure out-
headphones in.
Oh, I know.
I know it can never be you, Bobby. Never be.
No, it's always me.
Oh no, I know.
But it's
know.
not fucking me tonight, cocksucker.
No, I know.
Oh, you know what, dude? Don't do this little character. Don't do this fucking
No,
Nurse
it's
Betty
cool, it's
shit.
cool, it's
Oh, I hope you fucking get hit by an alligator tonight. I really do. I hope you're walking your dog and it fucking snaps right on that hamlet you have for a calf and
Please.
drags you right into a jungle.
Please don't wish anything. Everything that could have happened bad to me today has happened. My
All right, so let me-
transmission fell out of my Hummer today while I was driving it to get fixed. It's just been one thing after the battery's dead on the Sprinter. The kitchen's not done. It's just been one thing after another.
Well, here's number 4. Your number 1 is number 5.
Lou, I might have to call you after the show so you can gently talk me to sleep.
I'm going to call Fat JC, who will gently talk me to sleep the other way. So here's the deal.
That sounds weird. So-
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. I didn't know what I was saying.
I think it's coming from Mike. I'm sorry about the echo.
Of course it's coming from Mike. Shit luck Mike.
I'm getting it as I'm the same thing happened to me last year. As I was delivering gifts to underprivileged children for the holidays, my transmission went on my car.
You mean everybody besides you?
And I looked at my wife and I go, here we are doing good things and bad shit is happening to us. And a year later, almost exact to the date, same shit happens.
Yeah, it's called karma. And when you do something to your number 1 best friend,
Well, let's get to
right
it.
back at you.
Let's get to it, Newsy.
Don't do the same. Fuck you, Mike, and fuck you, Joe, for laughing at the same joke 3 times.
Third time was a charm
Okay.
for me.
Yeah, go fuck your charm.
You look like Spanky grew up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's all I got.
It's so hard to be mean to you. I have no mean feelings towards you whatsoever.
So I called Joe and I'm talking to Joe and fucking mediocre energy Joe, consistently fucking blah Joe, fucking humdrum fucking Joe Russell. Hey man, how you doing? How was your day? Awesome. What happened? I got married and won $1 million. Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's pretty cool. What's going on? fucking. He goes, oh yeah, Mike. Yeah, Mike got me a gift. He got me. I go, what did he get you? Oh, he got me a towel warmer. A fucking towel warmer. You fucking gift thief. That was my wait, let me finish my fucking rant before Lou chimes in and picks you. Number one, at my house. Number two, liked my towel warmer. Number three, very hard to buy people gifts. Okay. And that towel warmer, because it's from my house, because he stayed at my house and liked it, that was my gift. Now, you could have said to me, dude, I'm going to get Joe a towel warmer from us, and I could have thrown you some money, and it could have came from us. You snuck it behind my back, you little sneaky fucking money bags, and you just hucked the towel warmer his way like it ain't no fucking thing. Didn't even tell me that you got the fucking hunk of shit. Now so instead of buying everybody a gift, me and you went and bought your own little fucking, hey, Joe, like Papa Kane bigger, like Big Papa Pump bigger than Fat Bob, even though you know him and that's his towel warmer. I heard you liked it, so I'm going to suck it right from underneath them and zip it to your house before anybody fucking sees it in the middle of the night. You don't steal gift ideas, and you don't not tell your partner in crime if you're going to buy somebody else on this show a fucking present.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
First of all, we are a week and a day away from Christmas Eve. Correct?
Good facts.
Have you shared your Christmas gift list with me for anyone as of this point?
I didn't even make it up until I knew there was a fucking rush because my partner was fucking sneaking gifts to people. I didn't know we were sneaking.
During the show, Joe was saying how him and Olivia stayed at your house and they enjoyed your towel warmer, and that is what they would miss the most about staying at your house.
And that was my gift.
How the fuck am I supposed to know that? What am I, Karnak?
Oh, I'll tell you. We could use this. We could use this.
I didn't have any idea that you were calling dibs on the fucking towel rack.
Instagram it. DM me. Send me a message. Send it to somebody else. Have them retweet me in it. They could do anything.
What? So who will you buy a gift for this year? If you're going to buy something for, let's say, Colin, are you going to call me and go, hey, I'm just a heads up. I'm buying Colin Frisbee.
Russell is part of our team.
Okay. So are you going to tell me what you're getting mush for Christmas?
I was going to go over all of it Monday. I was going to look. We're going to have to, let's get our team. What are we going to do for everybody? And you're going to look, I'll get him. You get him. Hey, I was thinking of this, blah, blah, blah. And there you go. I didn't know we were sneaking.
So this is our first Christmas together. How am I to know that you had plans, that this is our ritual, what we do as a gay couple? We sit around and we go over our list and who's getting what for who.
You look at you. It's common sense, common knowledge. It's common everything. Okay. All you got to do is go, Bob, I'm going to get Joe. He said he loves your towel warmer. What kind of, I'm going to get him one, him and Olivia one. Oh, dude, I was going to get him one too. You know what we should do? We should both get him one for the show. So from both of us.
I don't know what you're saying.
That makes sense. That's why you stopped.
Hold on.
That makes sense.
You don't make sense. I'm having drama issues over here. Hold on a second.
Fat JC.
What did he say?
He said, mush, you get lumps of coal. Nothing to plan there. Hey, I didn't think that was too funny. Did you, Mush? Joe's blushing. Funny.
Are you guys getting me okay?
Yeah, we're getting you fine.
All right, hold on.
Joe got you great this week.
I don't understand what the anger is about.
Well, you stole my gift.
So me and Olivia were so happy when we got that towel warmer in the mail.
it would have been a great gift from both of us.
We were so excited. We even sent Calta a video of us opening it because we didn't know who it was from, so we did it. We did the unboxing, and we were so excited. And we set it up, and we've been using it for the last 3 or 4 days. And we really appreciate it, but it's not very good.
Hey Joe, did you get another package today?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, what was the package, Joe?
You got me an air fryer.
Boom! How excited are you, Joe?
How 2019 is that?
We're so excited.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll send my video later.
Okay.
Send my video. You guys can send me my video later. That's the number one. That's the same one I got Calta, by the way. And Mush, guess what? Mush.
What?
You got one coming too, kid. Boom!
Be great if you sent him a real fryer.
You got two. How nice is it? And you know what? That one's you can use on your phone, buddy. Has Bluetooth. Set it up right on your phone. You can make all your little cheese dishes. You can make pizzas and all kinds of stuff. And guess what? Warranty works like a motherfucker.
So Calta's, we really loved the idea, but my towels it doesn't warm them at all.
Joe.
Yeah.
Look straight ahead and look into my eyes.
Yeah.
How much were you coached on insulting my towel warmer today?
I didn't even tell him that it was bad, but I did write 5 things that are warmer than your towel warmer.
Hey, let's do the Joe Russell new 5 right now. Play the clip, Mush.
Also,
ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Joe Russell's.
Our guest for today just arrived as well.
Well, let's hang on 1 second. Let's do the new 5 because I want Brian to have a very special intro, and I don't want him to walk in and be like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Okay,
go ahead.
All right, and I got real jokes after this, but right now the top 5 list of things that are warmer than Mike Calta's towel rack is number 5. Breast milk. Number 4, peeing in the swimming pool. Number 3, a kiss from grandma.
Again, top 5 things that are warmer than Mike Calta's towel warmer gift that he stole from Bobby and snuck behind his back.
Number 2, gazpacho.
Gazpacho's cold. Ow.
And the number 1 thing warmer than Mike Calta's towel rack is warm towels.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joe, we're gonna introduce Brian Scolero now, but will you do the rest of your act in a little bit?
For sure.
Oh, good. Good one. Everybody, welcome the very funny, one of the funniest motherfuckers around. Come on.
I'm just fucking
give it up.
How are you?
He's still got it. Let's say that. He's still got it, people. Give it up for Brian Scolero. Hi, buddy. How are you?
Hey, man. It's good to see you guys. It's been a long time. How you been?
Brian is the guy. Every time we do the thing where we go, who would play us in the movie? Brian's always the guy I pick to play me.
I would love to play you. I can do it. I can sit down and talk. I can do that. I'm doing it now.
Like that's all I do.
I didn't realize that you guys have the same head. All you gotta do is
the same head.
You could put a goatee and a beard on him, and it's the same guy.
Yeah, it was either I used to pick Brian or Artie Lang, but I think Brian's a safe bet.
Yeah,
I think Artie Lang will get you some people to see it. If you book me, you'll get 5 people. You'll get
I feel like you'd be a better actor.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. I have a nose that helps. No offense, Artie's, but I have a full face. I have all my fucking face to put together. You know.
That's so funny. I didn't get that. It took me a second to get that. I was like, what are you gonna? I was like, do you have to have a big nose to make it in Hollywood?
Fucking guy lost his nose, man. How fucking horrible is that? You're like,
Yeah.
when you're fat, you already look like a pig. Fat people look like pigs, and you gotta have a snout on top of it. Poor guy. I feel like I'm doing something wrong already.
Not nothing at all. Someone called you the Italian Joey Diaz. That's a good one.
I get Joe Diaz all the time. I'm like, I've been talking like this my whole fucking life, but I get that all the time. I did Joey Diaz's podcast. He got me stoned and didn't talk to me for the first hour and a half. So I didn't know what was happening. I was so stoned, I lost track, and we finally did talk to me. I didn't even know what planet I was on. You know, the most embarrassing interview I've ever seen.
I don't really do drugs, and Joey's like, when you come to LA, you come to my house, I'll make you see the devil.
He will. It's him though. That's what he doesn't tell you. He's the devil. You already seen it. But it was one of the worst interviews I ever had, and it's still out there. It's great. I'm doing drugs right now.
Are you really?
Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would we care if you did drugs? If it was heroin and you were shooting up, that'd be a little weird. I'd actually like that. I'd like to see that. Get some views.
See me dead. I'd love to see somebody actually die on fucking one of these interviews for once.
Yes, that would be. That's a true ratings getter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is Artie Lang's last podcast for real. You know.
Yeah. Artie Lang stabbed himself in the stomach 25 times.
Yeah.
And everybody felt bad about it. And then the next day, Mitch Fatel came into my morning show. He goes, "Hey, I have an idea. You want to make national headlines? You'll be the number one on the story." I was like, "Yeah, what?" And he goes, "Stab yourself 26 times."
It's horrible.
It is fucking horrible, man. But it was great. It was great.
Holy shit.
Yeah, get it out.
Whoa.
Is that good weed? Does that mean it's good weed?
It just means that I'm fat and old.
How old are you?
47. I turned 47 this year. Celebrating my birthday, sitting on this couch looking at a wall. It was great. You guys with your families and your pets. Look at your Instagram. You make me feel horrible about my life. You're all like with your children and your pets having a good time, and I'm just sitting on my fucking couch.
Why?
This is the same couch I eat and watch TV, sleep on, and jerk off on. This is one couch is my entire life.
Why haven't you moved out of that fucking shithole LA?
I'm not sure if you're aware of this. It's Corona. A lot of people are dying, so I'm not going anywhere because I don't know if you've noticed. I'm not in the top tier of risk. I'm fat, I smoke, and I got MS. So I'm not fucking going anywhere until I have vaccinations in my fucking arm.
Yeah, that's right. Because if you got other health things, you don't want to exacerbate those.
Yeah.
I had it and I got lucky. Had it for a couple of days, went away, and I think I'm fine.
Good. That's great. Good for you. I know 16 people that died. 16. So it's like that's a lot. I know. The guy who was my stand-in on a sitcom I did, who's my height, my weight, my age, because he was my stand-in, he died of corona about 2 months ago.
Is that a real job? Because I'd like that job on your next project.
It's a real job, but I think I'm going to wind up doing it because I'm fucking out of. I haven't worked since March. I'm looking at Indeed.com, and there was an advertisement to be an understudy for a movie. I'm like, wow, I could be better than the actor who's actually playing the part and just not get it. But in my life, it's just I haven't worked since March, you know. But I'm in a good mood because I'm happy to see you guys.
What was the first thing you did?
Wendy's commercial. I did 2 Wendy's commercials. I did one with Cam Neely, and we shot in Miami, and I met Dave Thomas, and we had to spit the burgers in the bucket, and Dave Thomas was like, well, why would you want to do that? And it made me laugh, you know, and it was my first job. I did 2 Wendy's, and I got into Taft Hartley, I got into SAG, and my mother stopped telling me to get a real job. You know,
how many takes? Because I would have fucking just ate 50 burgers.
It was really good. It was fucking. Yeah. I love Wendy's. You know what I miss? I miss Roy Rogers.
Fucking Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers. What did they have?
Roy Rogers, I think, is responsible for putting me over the edge of being kind of chunky to really fat when I was a senior in high school. Roy Rogers had the best fried chicken in addition to hamburgers and all the other stuff.
The chicken nuggets were fantastic. They were like actual chicken nuggets.
Why did they separate fried chicken and hamburgers? It's like you either got to get one or the other. You can't get 2 good ones together.
I don't know what to say to that because I think I still get both together.
Where?
You just spend a little more money.
What do you mean? You go to a chicken place and then a hamburger place?
Sometimes.
But there's
Don't judge him.
there's no place that does both.
There's both good. Yes, both. You go to a Chinese restaurant and they got like pizza on the menu. You're like, what's happening here? You know, why do you fucking have pizza and hamburgers? Just be Chinese. But
There's a weird thing. Do you know about this? I know they had a place here for a little while, like a Chinese and Italian restaurant. Like that was like a thing that people were doing, Chinese and Italian.
That's interesting, man. Who came up with the noodle first? I guess it was China, right?
That's the thing. They're both using the same products, just different sauces.
Yeah, exactly.
Manhattan has Spanish Chinese, which is fucking off the charts.
That does sound
because they have fried chicken. They do a fried chicken thing over fried rice, and it's Spanish fried chicken.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it's off the charts.
We do you guys feel bad eating Chinese food a little bit right now, considering they killed everybody? Like when you eat it, like, oh, I miss my grandmother, but I love lo mein. You know, does that? You don't feel that way? I do a little bit. I feel bad.
Huh?
I saw a Chinese guy pissing on my sidewalk. It is a nice neighborhood. This is how bad things are getting. There was a Chinese guy outside pissing, and I was like, "You killed everybody, and you're pissing."
The Chinese place over here near me, the lady, when you go to pick up the food, she goes, I go, thank you. And she goes, no, thank you for not cooking. And that's been the thing. I told her, I go, listen, lady, you got to change the name of this place to thank you for not cooking. That's been the best.
That's a great idea, actually.
Everybody talks because you leave. She's like, thank you for not cooking.
The lady at the Chinese place down the street from me, they're just mean people. They're just mean. But she's nice to me because I order food, but I'll go down there, sit at the bar. I get a Shirley Temple, and I order a thing of dumplings, and then I make my order. So while they're cooking the order, I'm having a Shirley Temple, watching a little sports, and then having my dumplings. She loves that I do that.
That's awesome. Yeah. You have Shirley Temples though. That was my go-to drink when I went out with my family when I was a kid.
Sure.
The best.
Not as an adult.
Why? What the fuck's wrong with a Shirley Temple? I mean, I don't drink.
Shirley Temple was like what? Ginger ale and red shit?
It's not red shit. It's fucking what's that stuff?
Grenadine.
What is it?
Red shit.
No.
Grenadine.
Grenadine. Ginger ale with straw cherries. Maraschino cherries. Which
I like cherries.
Speaking of going out to eat, I like the story Mike told me about when he went out to dinner with you and Jim Norton. Do you remember that story, Mike?
I remember aspects of it. I don't know which part I told you, but I do remember.
I don't want to offend Rob, but I found the story very funny. Where
please go. We were at Eddie V's in Tampa.
Yeah. And then you guys are looking at the menu, and Rob's like, "I'm gonna get a dessert." Jim Norton went, and then Rob said, "What? You don't want dessert?" He goes, "Yes, of course I do, but I have discipline."
Yeah. It's from a guy with tits that puts him on the ground and tells him to shut his fucking little mushy face. That's the only discipline he likes. Fuck, we all have our we all have our breaking points. His is some fucking hot dude with a huge penis, and mine is fucking lava cake. Okay.
He goes, he was so judgy. He looks at me and he goes, what? And he goes, don't you want dessert? And he goes, yes, Bob, we all want it, but I discipline. We're not going to order it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to ignore it. And I was like, wow, I think I even felt bad after a while. I was like, oh, do.
Because I think you and Norton are a funny comedy duo, because you're so opposites.
Well, Norton's always trying to help me because people don't remember this, but Norton was a fat fuck back in the day.
He was chubby.
Norton he was a fatty dude. If you watch his HBO little special he did whatever that little thing he was on, let me tell you, Mush, bring it up. Jim Norton HBO special.
So a chubby Rain?
Dude, he was a fatty.
Monster Rain.
I used to go eat with him, dude. Let me tell you something. He'd bang hookers, get pissed on, and fucking throw down food.
Get pissed on?
He had a great life. Yeah, Jim had a great life. It was
sounds
so,
like a great.
if you figure like if we all like something kinky, he actually put it out there so to bring the kink to him. It was very smart. You know, it was very smart. I think, and I would have loved to fuck Brie Olson too. I mean, that's just amazing.
Did he?
Did he
Oh,
fuck
he
Brie
did.
Olson?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He fucked Brie Olson?
Yeah,
I
there's
can
one.
honest with you. She grosses me out. Like I've had so many porn stars on the show and all that, and when Brie Olson came in, I kind of just felt sad for her. Where'd you go? I felt like I was taking advantage of a runaway. You know what I mean? Like there was nothing sexy about her. Yeah, that's the one from Charlie Sheen, right?
Yeah. You felt bad, really. She
Like
came off.
Yeah, like I'm like I feel like I felt like I should probably get her a meal and a place to stay more than I should try to have sex with her. Where the fuck did Bobby go?
I don't know, but that was really funny.
I don't know. He left. He might have lost connection.
Maybe
it was trying to find Brie Olson.
Maybe
I'm having such drama right now. My charity is having a live stream that was supposed to start at 7:00, and I started doing this at 7:00, and everybody's hitting me saying it's not working right now.
All right,
of all days for Bobby to disappear.
Well, I could just talk by myself. I mean,
no. I got him. There's nothing I can do.
I'm a professional.
Hold on. Let me just answer this. Sorry, Brian.
I'll do a book pitch. I have a book for sale on Amazon. How to Punch a Monkey. It's not about what you think, but I like George Carlin brain droppings, so it's like that. It's just a bunch of jokes and stories. It's on Amazon. See, I filled the time perfectly.
That's an easy read too. Nobody wants to read a fucking like. I always think that if I have some great stories with celebrities that would be a good read, but I'll never start it with when my parents got married in 7. Nobody gives a fuck about how you started.
Dangerfield has a good book. It's just a collection of stories, and they're really interesting. They're all about like a page and a half long. What's great about those books and George Carlin books and this book is that it's all fast. It's like a shit length of time. It's like you read a page and a half, you shit, and then you get up and then you leave. You wipe.
Perfect.
But it's perfect shit length of time book, you know.
Bobby's
yeah, there it is.
I mean, he's not fat like us, but he's, you know.
I gotta find the fucking photo.
He looks good to me.
Well, yeah, this fatter photos of him, believe me. But he's always been trying to keep, because I fucking dude. I mean, this last fat, my 6 fat, I was heading to the fucking motherland.
So what's 6 fat? Is that like an adventure park for fat people?
This is the 6th time I've been this fat. I've lost weight 5 times and I've gained weight 6 times.
Well, you know me. I've been chubby my whole life, but I really got fat in the past 5 years. But I just switched to carbonated water, like bubbly and LaCroix and some flavored seltzers, and I lost 35 pounds.
You look better. You look like you lost some weight, dude, in your face. You can tell.
Yeah. I still need a mirror to see my penis, so I know I got a long way to go.
Yeah.
What more do you want to see?
When I look at myself jerking off in a mirror, it looks like an ogre killing a squirrel, you know?
Oh, I don't think I'd ever want to watch that. Maybe me. Like, I don't even want to see me doing it. Like, when I do it,
don't.
When my eyes are closed, I'm imagining that I have abs while I'm doing it.
Yeah, true.
I've actually videotaped myself doing it once by accident. It is not a pretty thing to see.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, you think your nuts are a certain color. They're not. It's like a gray.
No, I think you might want to go see a doctor because I don't think they're supposed to be gray.
There's. So I think I talked about this on the show recently. I said it somewhere. I got fired one time for saying the following line, which I'm going to say to you and everybody else.
Okay. Never
want to videotape yourself having sex because you never want to see up your own asshole. I don't know what my own asshole looks like, and I don't ever want to see that view. I don't want to see it on a 65-inch 4K Ultra TV or any of that shit. I mean, there's nothing good that could come out of that for me.
No. I picture mine's like an upside-down beach umbrella, you know? It just can't look good, you know?
Like one of those little umbrellas they put in the drink that Bobby used to sit and drink at the bar.
When you see a really giant fat guy or fat woman, I wonder, how do they wipe their ass? because
So
you can't get in there.
listen to this. I used to work with a really fat guy who couldn't wipe his own ass.
Wow. So what did he do? He scoot on the rug like a dog?
Two things. He had one when he was home. He had a girlfriend who was a nurse.
Oh God!
So she was used to wiping people's asses. So she would wipe his ass with a towel for him.
Wow.
And then when we went on the road for like a road trip once, I'll never forget. We went to the Super Bowl, and we were going to meet Deion Sanders, and in his hotel room. And this guy had to take a shit, so we went to a hotel.
What are the chances?
He shit in the lobby of the hotel, and I was like, I'm not wiping your ass, and he's like, no, I got my towel, and he would take the towel and he would put it through and do this.
Oh my God!
And then he'd have to throw the towel away because it would be. I thought this if ever there was a deterrent for getting fatter, that's it.
Yeah. Holy shit!
If you can't wipe your own ass.
I wonder if they could just invent a fat stick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
That he also had that. We used to call it the poop stick. He had a thing on a stick where he would do that.
yeah.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
fun.
I can wipe my ass. I think I was 35. I remember hurting my ribs wiping my ass one day.
Yeah, that's happened to me.
Yeah, where I'm just like, I had to do that, and then I just heard something pop, and I'm like, oh God, I just heard something.
Sometimes I gotta do a wind up. Sometimes I gotta do a wind up, where I'm like, I gotta go like this and get back there. I'm dead serious. I've done it at least 5 times. You know, not recently.
I have the bidet. The bidet is the fucking best.
But I don't feel like the bidet is getting everything it needs to.
I agree.
You got to learn to use your asshole right. You got to move up and down. You got to learn to open your asshole like a dolphin hole. You have to learn.
Really? You could do
Yeah,
that?
well, Bobby was used to trying to close it so nobody can get in it. So now he's used to opening and closing it. Exercise the muscle.
That joke didn't fly.
I know.
Too wordy. It was too wordy. You had him, and you went the other way. You should have went. Bobby's. Let me punch it up for you. Bobby's used to opening his asshole up and having shit go in it.
You made it worse. You made it worse.
Maybe I did.
This show didn't get off on a very good foot. Bobby started yelling. Can I run the scenario? Can I run the scenario?
I would like to. No, because I would like to run it by him.
No, because you have this fucking thwarted view of how things go. I'm gonna give him.
You do too.
I'll do it, and you tell me when you can chime in.
Let me do it, and you tell me.
All right.
How about I listen to both?
Okay, that's fine. I'll give you my my short version.
Okay.
Our friend Joe, who's coming back in a little while, he does a new 5 every Tuesday on the show. New 5 minutes of stand up. He stayed at my house with his lovely girlfriend Olivia, and they loved my towel warmer. I have a towel warmer that the great Tom Saletti, a friend of mine, gave me for Christmas one year. And you put your towels in, it warms it up. You come out, cozy towels. You can put a blanket in there, everything, right? And they told me how much they loved it on this show.
Right.
Now, Joe works for this show. He's part of the show.
Right.
Mush, the producer, is part of the show. Me and Mike are the hosts of the show. So I go get into surgery on my belly button to get my hernia fixed. I'm all fucked up. I get out a couple days later. I talk to Joe about something. He's like, oh, Mike's so nice. He bought me the towel warmer for Christmas. He bought me and Olivia the towel warmer that's at your house. And I'm like, what the fuck?
No, hold on.
Wait.
Now, Brian, do you see anything wrong with that?
Not so far.
Okay.
But
Let me point out
I lost interest because the story was long. Go ahead.
And you're stoned.
Yeah, I said that first.
Yeah, I know. You like a 1 page. I get it.
Yeah. Like a fast, like Dangerfield book.
Okay. Number 1, Bri, if you're a team, if you guys are fucking the guys, the bosses, and you have employees or people that work with you, you buy them shit together. I don't go buy him something without telling you, because now you look like a fucking rock star. Number 2, you don't buy him a gift that he found in your house. That's my towel warmer that he liked.
Right.
That's my gift.
Thank you.
I understand. You felt you discovered it in the duo, so you're the one who should give it. But I hear you.
Or let me know. Hey, I'm thinking we should get Joe the towel warmer. We'll get it to him for Christmas. From me and you.
We're not a fucking married couple.
I think
We've never given a gift together
Calta
ever.
and Kelly. I mean, we're together. We're number one best friends.
We've never
Almost
given a gift
1,000 pounds
together.
of funny. Yeah, because we never had a team. We never had people that we had to buy shit for.
Well, I think personally, and this is going to take the fun out of the argument, is that when you are duo, there's got to be mistakes for you to learn from to not do that in the future. But I don't think what Mike did was bad at all. I think it was understandable, but it bothered you. So in the future, I imagine you guys should talk to each other when buying gifts.
You're absolutely right. You took the fun right out of it.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. You fucking murdered this whole bit. You fucking sucked the juice out of it.
I totally did. I'm a fucking mediator sometimes.
Listen to me.
Yes.
The guy is telling the story.
Sorry.
He's like, as he's telling the story, he's like, oh, you know, and I also, when I was his age, I lived in Manhattan and I was dirt fucking poor and I lived with my girlfriend and we didn't have shit. And if we were lucky, if we had something cool, we were like, oh, we got a free movie tonight from pay-per-view. We were like, that's the greatest thing in the world. So when he's like, the best thing about your house is the towel warmer. And I'm like, first of all, in my head, I'm like, yeah,
best thing about my house.
First thing I'm thinking about is in all the fucking gadgets I have in my house, I don't have a towel warmer. And then I think because it's fucking 900 degrees here for 300 days, then I go, well, let me see how much a towel warmer is. So I look it up on Amazon. As he's talking about it, I order the towel warmer and send it to his house. As he's talking.
You should tell me that. You should have said, hey, I got Joe the towel warmer. I'd be like, oh, let's send it from both of us. Let me send you some money.
Oh, so basically that was it. You didn't want to pay for it.
Because that's my gift. You should have got him, like fucking Joel said, wooden shitty Q-tips. That should be your gift.
This is what I think. Hearing you guys talk, fuck you. I have no money. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I can't even pay my rent. I deferred my rent for 3 months. You guys are giving each other towel warmers.
Dude, hey, listen, I got no money either. I have no gigs until fucking June. So I got no money either, but I still don't want to look like a fucking schmuck to Joe.
Oh, so you're just mad because I got in before you. You're mad because I got in before you.
I'm mad that Mr. Moneybags Calta just fucking whipped out a towel warmer and didn't even fucking tell me. Yeah, what is it? It's no big deal. That's what he said to me. Dude, it's no big deal. It's a towel warmer.
It was not very expensive.
Yeah, it was.
Why didn't you say, all right, since you got Joe something, I'll buy Mush something and it'll be from me and we'll do that.
Because you already gave it to him from you.
You
can't throw me in on the gift that after he got the gift and was so he goes, Mike got me and Olivia this gift. It was so nice. We were so excited. You can't go, oh, Bobby, 3 days later.
Especially after you guys talked about it on the air.
No, it was just today. So the thing is that, oh Jesus. So all Joe calls me. Oh, he's such a baby.
No. He's having connection issues. He wasn't doing a bit. Sorry.
Sometimes he gets mad and he leaves the show. So anyway, so I send him the towel warmer, and if Bobby was, and then
are you kicking me out of the room?
No, I thought you were being a baby and gotten off.
Are you kicking me out?
So no, not at all. I know. Sorry, Mike. Up here, I am having internet issues up here, so I don't know if you're having the same on your end, Bobby. Because
I don't know, but are you mad that you didn't get a towel warmer too?
Why would I kick you out for not getting a towel warmer?
I don't know. That's my question.
No, you got me the air fryer. I'm happy.
Thank you.
What would you rather have, Mush?
Honestly, an air fryer. I don't really need a warm towel.
Understandable. But you saw the excitement that Joe and Olivia had.
Oh yeah, yeah. He really was really happy about it when he was staying at Bobby's house. Like I understand that's a perfect gift for him.
But all of a sudden today he hates it.
I mean,
I'm gonna turn my mic off.
It doesn't fucking work. What do you want me to tell you? Maybe you should. You know what, Mush? I'll get you a towel warmer that works.
That's okay.
I'd like to hear from Olivia. Olivia texted me a picture the other day of her when she got out of the shower wrapped in the towel, and she was like, "It's so warm."
She what?
Nothing.
She what?
She likes the towel warmer.
She didn't send him a picture of her wrapped in a towel. He says this fucked up shit because then you get all pissed off. And Joe's Italian. He'll hit her too. She'll come on with a black eye, she'll hit her with a fucking nice piece of fucking prosciutto.
If you think that Joe is the dominant one in that relationship, you should watch those cheese shows again.
Joe hit her on one of the TV shows. Remember that?
Yeah, it was an accident.
He whacked her, and she was like, "You hit me." He goes, "You're fine." He's like, "Mad Men, you're fine."
So now, if I'm gonna send Brian something for Christmas, I got to run that past you first.
No, listen. You can send Brian whatever you want.
Oh, why?
God bless you. Just if you're gonna send him an air fryer, let me know that you took my idea again.
Whatever you check, you can hock it and fucking pay on. Just so you know. I was like, my Calta gave me this, and I'll put it on eBay and fucking get some fucking rent money.
Where do you live? How much is rent?
Rent is listen. At this point now, I can't move. I live in LA. I live in Hollywood, but I've been living here since 2001. And
I'm gonna put this on eBay. You want the money for it?
What is it? Misery loves Scott.
It's a one-off. Nobody has this. I'm gonna have all his fans bid on it, and whatever the money is, I'll give to you.
I would love that. I'll take anything at this point. I'll take a box of Hot Pockets.
There you go. Let's send him a case of Hot Pockets.
I'll sell them. I'll build shelter.
But let me ask you a question. You don't have money, but you got weed.
No, well that I got a long time ago when I had money.
So you have a chunk of weed. You got a bunch of weed from.
Well, when everything first happened, yeah. I did all the shopping I thought I was going to need, but I didn't know it was going to go on this long because LA they don't, half of them wear masks, half of them don't, so it's weird. That's why we just filled hospitalizations today. There's no room left, so it's really bad here. So it just keeps happening. Like so today, this morning, I went out and bought 3 weeks worth of groceries, just whatever I had. I have to be careful where I spend. I haven't worked since March. I did one voiceover last week. It was the first time I worked all year.
That's so fucked up, man. You guys really got screwed during this thing, and I feel bad for you. I feel bad for Bobby because of his dates and the way things are going. I feel bad for anybody. I mean, I haven't been to a fucking movie in so long, and now they're not making movies anymore. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's weird. It's ironic that all the comedians who weren't successful at their job, who had to have a day job, they're the ones that are doing okay because they had the day job to fall back on. The ones who were successful, not like Kevin Hart level, but the ones who were successful, who living like off being a comedian, like me and you, we're fucked.
I know comics that are making $1,000 a week.
Doing what?
Getting unemployment.
Oh, well, we don't have our employment's $300.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, because they had jobs. The guys who had the day jobs, the bartender, blah blah blah, and they were doing comedy, but you never knew they were a bartender because they never put that on their fucking Instagram. No. They only put them doing this at the end of a show. Thank you, good night, and you're like, oh, this guy's fucking famous. And then he's doing fucking Lime Rickies and fucking Cosmopolitans the next day at brunch.
I'm talking to all the comics making it because of their wives. I'm like, how do you survive? Because you never play the road. I see you like once a week at the comedy show. Oh, my wife. It's like I should have. I don't know. I should jerk off less. My
wife has her master's degree in. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for her to start making the money, and I could take some time off.
It'd be nice. I've had nothing but off this whole year. Rough year. Anyway, I don't want to bring us down.
No, dude, it's good. It's good to talk about it because I feel the same way. It's I just did a gig a week ago, and then it was so amazing. And then the last night I walked off stage, went back to my hotel, and I realized that I'm not doing this again for a long time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I did this 7 days a week. 5 to 7 days a week for over 25 years.
Yeah.
I did stand-up comedy, and I'm getting used to tonight. I mean, I'm just like, what? There's no fucking shows in sight. Like I'm fucking watching TV during the day. I mean, what the fuck are we gonna do? And there's not like, I mean, what are we gonna do? You can sit here and write jokes and do this and that, but at some point your soul just gives up.
Yeah, I'm
just wrapped in a blanket.
The idea of like living in the woods like Ted Kaczynski, it's appealing now a little bit, It just
dude, I watch it every day. All day long I watch Alaska, woods people, alone.
Yeah.
The fact that the only thing they do all day is try to get food for the winter,
Yeah.
the whole summer, and then they just stay inside and fucking eat, and then they come out in the spring and start getting food again. That's the simplest. No tact, no bullshit.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
I mean, just
literally sounds great. To not have to deal with Wichita club owners yelling at me for going a minute short, that would be fucking amazing.
Wait a minute, you got yelled at for doing a minute short?
Well, this is kind of a weird story, but you've got to remember that I went from being on a Fox sitcom, and then the writer's strike happened, the economy collapsed, and then suddenly I had to play the road. And I never really played the road. So I had to call them on my own and give them my TV credits. And then I remember because my money was running out because there was no work for 3 years as an actor pretty much. So I remember landing in Kansas City. It was one of my first shows. And the woman picked me up and she goes, "You want to meet my squirrel?" And I was like, "What?" She's like, "You want to meet my squirrel?" And I was like, "Yeah, all right." And she opened up a little cage and a squirrel came out and ran up my body and thought like I was a tree and stopped on my head. The claws were in the eyes. And I never met this one, so I'm pretending I like it. I'm like, "Oh, this is good. That's great." And that's where I knew my career was over. That was the exact moment. I was like, then I was getting notes from Fox executives and then getting yelled at for going a minute short and Wichita and shit. It's crazy. It's crazy. They all act like they're in show business, but you're not in show business. Fox and NBC, Netflix, that's show business. You're a club. You're a bar that serves onion rings.
Yeah, I know. No, I've been a club comic, and I've been a club comic for the whole time.
Yeah.
So I figured out how to do that life that I do Fridays and Saturdays mostly. I always come home Sunday. I never do more than 2 shows on a fucking night, and I only do months of the year that sell well. I don't work months. I don't work clubs that I like in months that like June, July, August. Yeah. So if I do well at a club, I work the same week, in the same week every year, the same time. Right. I try to work that club because what they would, there is a pattern to it. I talked to some young comic I forget who it was, but they're like, "Yeah, dude, you don't work those clubs because what they do is they try to get you to work 4th of July weekend because you sold out in February. So you sold out 4 shows, you made a shitload of money of bonuses, and then they get you back in 4th of July. You're like, "Yeah, I'm a king here," but nobody's coming because you're not a fucking king. And then they pay you less money, you make no bonuses, and then next negotiation, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna have to have you on the Thursday. Yeah. We're gonna have to have you, and we're only gonna pay you this for a guarantee because last time," and that works to their benefit. You understand? No. Because even if they had some no name there on 4th of July, he wouldn't have sold tickets anyways. You sold more than him, so they still made money, and they get to fuck you. It's a whole fucking game that they play.
But what you're forgetting is that you're talking to somebody who doesn't have choices.
Well,
I don't have the fan base you do. When they offer me 4th of July weekend, I got to take it. When they offer me Thanksgiving, I'm like, okay.
I've been there too. I've been there too. You know what I mean?
I had 8 really good years. 8 really good years. I was getting laid.
You'll be back, dude. You'll be back.
I'll be okay. I just don't want to die yet. That's all.
Here's the thing. You'll be back because the one thing that you have that other comedians don't have is your acting ability is off the charts.
Man, you were great in Louis, man. You were excellent in Louis. And,
no, thank you, buddy. But you seriously, your acting ability is you can go in any movie, anywhere, any TV show. You can put you anywhere in a show, and it's raising the value of the show.
Thank you. I thought when you were crying,
your comedy is garbage, but your acting is.
You're absolutely right.
No, you're out of your mind. You're stupid. You know I'm kidding. Well, you're one of the funniest. You make me laugh like you're fucking. This is why I love you, because you're a silly motherfucker on stage.
It's got to be so. Yeah, I'm fucking dead serious off stage, but silly on stage. Yeah. I try to write angry. Like, listen to Bill Hicks for a while. And I was not able to do that on stage without looking like a fat, angry guy. When you're fat, you can't get angry on stage because they're like, "Oh my god!" Like when you're on a date and let's say it's 3 years with a girl and you yell at her, she gets frightened. Like, I'm not going to eat you, you know what I mean? But because because of the weight, they get more frightened. So when I'm on stage and I get angry, it looks like I'm really angry, but I'm not. I'm acting. But they think I'm really fucking angry. They think I'm going to beat somebody up, which is not possible. You know?
I remember the way Brian and I hooked up was Steve Byrne called me.
I always thought it was Craig Gass. It wasn't?
No, I think it was Byrne. It was Byrne. Byrne called me and he was like, hey, there's a buddy of mine that I think you'd really like. His name is Brian Scolero, and he's at the Snappers or whatever it was. And he's like, he's a funny comedian. And he goes, but you guys remind me of each other. So I go, yeah, I fucking know. Of course, I know who he is. I knew who you were from TV. I was like, just enough to bring him in and talk about that. And then we hit it off right out of the gate.
Right away. I love. I still have my interviews on my interviews with you on my website because there's so much. Yeah. I got like the Mark Maron one and you and a couple other ones. It's like those are my most fun interviews because we'll talk about you. We were discussing scripts, ideas for scripts, and I'm telling you my idea for an X-Men movie where the X-Men have shitty powers. Right. You know what I mean? Like how is it every mutant has a good power? Why can't one guy walk really slow? You know, that doesn't help us. One guy turns green like that. How is that going to help us? I could do math. Yeah, we all can do math. And you got into the idea, and we were talking about scenes. Like that's the kind of interview I like. You know, where it's a little off the cuff and fun. You know, so that's
what I always tell comedians. People already know you could do stand up on stage. They don't need to see you come in here and do jokes. Just be funny or be casual on the air. Let them like you. You know.
Yeah, that's hard for me. People liking me. That's
not true. I ask Bobby all the time about off the air about people that I think would be good for the show, and I'll say one name and he'll go, ugh.
He does the Jim Norton, Rich Voss, Patrice O'Neill, but Bobby,
and then sometimes he gets excited. He's like, I fucking love that guy.
Bobby got me into the Comedy Cellar. Bobby got me the audition. In 1996 or 7. So Bobby is a major reason that I got on television, you know.
How did I get you into the Cellar?
We were at the Boston and you said I'm going over the Cellar and I said I really want to play there, and then you said I'll get you an audition. And I was like, really? And this is back when you were really handsome.
We call that sexy Bobby.
Bobby was really handsome. Bobby was fucking real. And so you said something and I came over. It was back when you had to have the VHS tapes. Yeah. And I was very polite. I went to a Catholic high school, even though I'm Lutheran. And I was like, I gave Esty a tape. I was like, I'm Bobby Kelly's friend. She goes, oh, yes. I said, here you go. I'll come back in a couple of weeks and I'll see if you watch it. Thank you for your time. And I just leave. You know what I mean? These guys that stick around and hang out, it's embarrassing. It's annoying and makes them feel uncomfortable. So I would come every 2 weeks. Be like, did you have a chance to watch it? No, I did not. Okay, thank you. I'll check back in a couple of weeks. Just came back and did that for like 6 months. Then one day she watched it and threw me on like a fucking 8:00 Saturday show. It went great, and it was heavily because you got me the audition. You know, I had a recommendation.
Yeah. Plus, here's the thing too: is that Scolero murdered. He was with Barry Katz too back in the day when Barry Katz was fucking loaded. I mean, Barry Katz, Brewer, Wanda, Gaffigan, CK,
Tracy
Chappelle,
Morgan,
Cook, Tracy Morgan, and then they had Pete Correale, Steve Byrne, me, fucking Scolaro. He had
Benny, Judah Freelander,
he had. I mean, everybody.
Yeah, he was like he was the Law and Order of comedy management. You know what I mean? Like everybody in New York's on Law and Order. Yeah. You can look up your ex-girlfriend who wasn't even in comedy, and she did in Law and Order. You know what I mean? Everybody is in Law and Order. He was the Law and Order. He was great.
How many Law and Orders did you have?
I moved when Law and Order was taken off. I moved. I was never in one.
Dude, let me tell you something about that. That gig was my favorite gig because you walked into Chelsea Piers, and within 10 minutes of leaving, you either got the part or you didn't. You knew in 10 minutes if you didn't hear anything, you didn't get it. But they would literally, you'd be walking out of the building and they'd be like, "Oh, you're gonna be a wardrobe in an hour," because they just rolled that show over so much. And
I dated a female comic who was she was fucking out of her mind, and she never acted except for one thing. And after we broke up, I looked up her IMDb and I saw the one thing she was on. It was Law and Order, and it said the character's name was Hooker. I was like, "Yeah, that makes sense."
You were on Sullivan & Son, weren't you?
I did the first season of Sullivan & Son. I had a good run for a long time. You know, Stack was my favorite thing. You know,
what was?
Stack, the show with Christopher Lloyd and Pam Anderson. Did that for 2 years.
And what's his name? Elon Gold, right?
Elon Gold, and yeah. And there's the guy who does Modern Family. And I had a TV show before that called Three Sisters. And nobody watched it because 9/11 happened right a week after we premiered. So it was like nobody was watching this. Nobody wanted to watch three sisters talking. But it was that.
Who were the three sisters? I don't remember.
AJ Langer from My So-Called Life. The girl who played Rianne on So-Called Life.
Hot one.
Vicki Lewis from News Radio, the redhead from News Radio. Cool. And an actress named Kathleen Lanassa, who was in a Will Ferrell, Zach Galifianakis movie. Diane Cannon was on it. The dentist from Newhart, Peter Bonners. David Allen Bache from fucking The World of Worlds. It was a really good time. And I learned to act on television without anybody watching while making network money. And that was the start. That was when everything started, Yeah,
dude. I mean, I remember that show. I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I remember you from the show, but I had seen Elon Gold on Craig Kilborn's show. Well, I'd seen him on Craig Kilborn's show, and he did an impression of Jeff Goldblum that was so fucking dead on. And then he used to do this bit at the end where he'd ask the guy guess 5 questions, and they'd play like dramatic music. And one day they had Jeff Goldblum on, and they brought Elon Gold on, and it was Jeff Goldblum versus Jeff Goldblum. Oh, dude, it was fucking great.
That's brilliant.
So I recognized him when he was on that show from that. And and then he does a great Howard Stern. I remembered him from so then when I saw you, I was like, oh, I fucking totally remember that show. I'm the only guy in America that watched that show not for Pamela Anderson.
It was a really good time, man.
Yeah.
Carmen Electra did the show. Carmen Electra was blonde at the time, and it was still to this day. No offense to Pam, because Pam was amazing, but Carmen Electra blonde was the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
And we had to do the scene where she comes onto my character to make Pam jealous because she thinks we're dating. And Carmen Electra, during rehearsal, put her ass on my dick and rotated it in circles, and I got hard. And God bless Carmen Electra, she didn't stop and go, ew! She she kept doing it for the rehearsal. And the director at the end was like, hey, we don't want to take it that far. And Carmen's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then she told me later on that she's like, I feel more comfortable playing the siren. I don't know how to do this other thing. Can we work on it? She was so nice, Totally fucking. I was like, because Pam was off limits. You know what I mean? That's my paycheck. But Carmen actually deluded myself into thinking I could ask her out. You know what I mean? I didn't, but
she think about how hot she was. This is just, I'm gonna put something in perspective for you. She's that beautiful. She's that fucking hot. And
Pam?
Prince, no, Carmen. And Prince looked at her and said, from now on, your name is Carmen Electra. And she changed her fucking name. I don't know. Prince owned that pussy hardcore.
I would change my name if Prince looked at me and from now on, your name is Electric Baba Boogaloo. I'd be like, okay.
Your name was Lisa. Okay, that's fine. I'm Lisa now.
Prince
hey, man. Hey, Bri.
Yeah.
That network money when I was on that Leary show, man.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the funny thing is that,
Was that Rescue Me?
No, it was Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll.
Okay.
And the next year they bump you up. I didn't even the money they give you is so outrageous because it's like they just give you an extra $5,000 an episode because it's in the contract or SAG, and I was like, okay, I would have done it. I would have done it for not the same. I would have done it for $900 a week, guys.
This is how good my life was. Pam wanted to, first of all, multicam schedule is like 9 a.m. to 5. Really, it's a quick day. And single cam, you're there for 12 hours. Multicam's quick.
Right.
Pam wanted to drop off her kids at school and pick them up at school. So that means I worked from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. with lunch. And every day I worked 5 hours, maybe 4.5. And I got paid $32,000 an episode. That was an amazing life. And I did that for 2 years.
Holy shit.
Then the writer's strike came along, and then I got a squirrel went in my head. That you can see why I'm angry. When people are like, why are you so angry? Like, what? Look what happened. And everything fell apart. It wasn't my fault at all.
That should be the name of your book.
Everything fell apart. It wasn't my fault.
No, a squirrel came on my head.
Yeah, and then a squirrel came on my head.
And then a squirrel came on my head. Should be the name of your book. Listen to me, dude. You should start writing that right the fuck now. I mean, listen, 30. How many episodes a year?
Of what? Stacked was a short first season and a long second season. We finished the second season. We only did 6 in the first season. So what is that? 1922, something like that.
So that's all right. So it's 22 times 32,000.
Yeah,
I made $4,000.
Yeah, it was 300. It was $750,000. But if you're getting taxes and commission, so I got half of it. So and that lasted a bunch of years. And then when the writer strike came and the economy collapsed, I had to live off that. And then I saw I was like, okay, I got to play the road because everybody got shoved down a level. So if you were a lead, you were then a guest role. If you were a guest role, you were a co-star. If you were a co-star, you were next. So everybody got shoved down. So it's impossible to live on guest role money. But I've had a good time as a guest role. Worked with William H. Macy and fucking who's the woman? Kathy Bates.
Hey, let me ask you a question. I got offered a role. I got offered an audition for a role on that Kevin Spacey series, the one where he's the president.
I think we talked about this. Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. Because this is going to lead into my next question, which I think we did talk about.
Yes.
Is that I would imagine that if I was acting, you and I would be auditioning for the same roles.
If they were auditioning you on the East Coast, then no. Back then, there wasn't a lot of self-tape back then. Now self-tape is a thing with COVID. But I wouldn't. No,
I just mean like we'd fit the same. Like we'd always going for the same character.
Yeah, there's the same 20 fat actors in every audition in LA. Yeah. You know David Higgins? From Higgins? Yes, I see him at every audition. And if I don't get the part, he gets the part. That happens quite often. But sometimes I beat him. He read for Stacked, so I beat him that time.
I didn't get the part, the first part, because it was a scene was just me and Oliver Platt.
Yeah. And that's right. You can't have more than one fat guy on the screen at the same time.
Can't have 2 fat guys on the show.
Yeah.
And then the other one, they were like, "Yep, he's got it. Tell him to clear his calendar. He's got to be in DC on these dates." And I was like, "Holy shit! I got a fucking one-on-one with Sean Penn's ex-wife and all this stuff." And then they called me like a week before, and they were like, "Sorry, we hired somebody locally." And I was like, "Yeah." And it ended up being a friend of mine. It was Lionel.
That's shit happens all the time. It's nonstop. It's nonstop rejection and roller coaster. You're excited and it ends. You're excited and it ends, and that happens. Like a set, like a joke goes well, a joke doesn't go well. It's like that. But my whole life, I'm absolutely out of my mind. I'm absolutely out of my mind.
I just wish when you audition for something, they would call you up and they would go, "That was fucking awful," or "You overacted or underacted." They want the notes. Yeah, they always go, "You were great. You hit it out of the park. This is so much better than we thought." Blah blah. And then next week they're like, "Yeah, no, you didn't get the part."
I've been on the other side of that. I bet when we cast. When they did, when Apostle did, they did, what was it called? No, what was it called? Bronx Warrants. Okay. I booked the part right out of the gate. Nice. I just got the role. So they had me be in on the casting. So people would come in and I would read opposite of them because I was one of the leads. Right. And I got to be in the room after the actors left.
Yeah,
and
notes. Wow.
No, they were very, very professional because they want the people that they pick. They want you to get it.
Yeah,
they want you so bad to get it because they need to cast this. They need to get it in going. So they're like, all right, they pick these 5 guys for this role. We love all these 5 guys. One of them and it's surprising how I had famous actors come in. Like guest starring actors, guys from The Wire who come in and they make such fucked up choices, dude. Feel like I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is this guy doing? One guy just lied on the ground. And we're like, what? It's not even in the script. Like, what are you fucking weird actor? Stop it.
Stop it. You stink.
Yeah.
I had mostly basically they just want you to be the guy, but there are some times where you're a pawn. I remember there was the pilot that wanted me with Tom Shadyac, the guy who did Nutty Professor and Ace Ventura, and they wanted me, and they got me. But ABC didn't think I was good looking enough, so they wanted to audition other people. But Shadyac didn't want to audition other people, but they pretended to for 2 weeks, which means they wasted a lot of people's time and efforts, and for me. But now that I'm older, I'm on the other side of that quite often. Like I went in for something. It was 18 pages long. I read it. And then after the audition, I leave. And then I find out when I get in my car, they gave it to Oliver Platt. Not Oliver Platt. Patton Oswalt.
Oh.
So they offered it to Patton Oswalt, and he didn't accept it yet. So we were the tactic to lower his income. You know what I mean? And that happens a lot to me.
I mean, he just gets shit too. That guy they just hand that fucker things.
You remember when me and you got kicked off that Comedy Central game show? That reality show, that was a reality show game show.
Me and you?
Yes, it was Robert Kelly, Brian Scolero, Donnell Rawlings, Amy Schumer, Burt Kreischer, and a few other people.
Yeah, that was Michael Ian Black hosted it.
And then about 2 weeks before it happened, they called me and said, "Yeah, you and Robert Kelly are out." And I was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Is it because we're heavy and they can't insure us because there was all these challenges?" I was like, "I don't know," but they never told us. But my guess was they didn't think we were famous enough. You know, we don't remember that.
Burt wasn't famous enough at that time.
Exactly. Yeah. Burt did a bunch of reality shows.
All I know is that all those fucking alternative comics back in the day, if you did anything that was not, real comedy, you were a fucking sellout. And now they all have animation deals. Yeah, they're working with chipmunks and fucking dogs and making millions of dollars.
Yeah, it sucks. It's weird. If you had told me that the biggest comedians that come out of New York during our time when we were starting was going to be Kevin Hart and Ed Helms, I wouldn't have believed you. But you meant Ed Helms ran. He was in the office. He was Andy on The Office. But when he was doing comedy at the Boston Comedy Club on Saturdays, he wasn't very good yet. And Kevin Hart wasn't very good yet. And now they're they're like two of the richest people that I started with, But if you had told me back then they'd be the ones that got it, I wouldn't have believed you. Yeah.
I think it's some of the people that came in the studio that I never took a picture with because I was like, no. Kevin Hart was one of them.
It's horrible.
He was good, but he was like, and I was like, oh, whatever.
You guys, your styles didn't mix. I haven't seen him in ages.
I've never seen Ed Helms at the comedy. He was at the Boston Comedy Club.
Yeah, he did. He ran a bringer show. He ran the Saturday 6 p.m. show. So from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. before the real show, he ran a bringer show. And
it's nerds, man. All nerds are in charge right now. Everybody who's fucking famous is a nerd except for Little Kev, who's the nerds of the blacks.
Now, will Joe be back on this show, or is he done?
Joe's coming back. Yes, we have to bring Joe back. Mush, can you get Joe back? We have to do we do a set. Here he is. Sorry, Joe. Why don't we just leave Joe in? He could have just been part of this.
No, because he's a liar and he's unappreciative, and I hope he gets fucking electrocuted when he goes to get his towel off the rack.
I was really appreciative.
What? What did you say?
See how he works, Joe, right? Hey, listen,
where's Olivia? I want Olivia to she doesn't like my towels.
Joe, get some potatoes, get some zucchinis, a little avocado oil, some salt and pepper. Have some nice little crunchy vegetables.
You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my towels in the air fryer.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Every week we have Joe Russell does a new 5 minutes of stand-up comedy. During the pandemic, everybody's looking for a laugh. They can't make it out to a comedy club. Well, our ladybugs, we want to entertain you. And we just don't want to put the effort in, and Joe does. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up with this little intro. Mush, hit the intro.
Good. He's playing it off a towel warmer. That's why you're not.
Mush.
Hello, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Joe Russell.
Thank you so much. So tomorrow is National Tequila Day, which is much better than its old name, National Oops, My First Homosexual Experience Day. Hey, have you seen all the new Star Wars shows coming to Disney? I'm looking forward to the one where Yoda swims too long in the swamp and has to go to the OBGYN Kenobi.
Use the force on that one.
My Jewish friends invited me over their place for some iced tea. I got there, no iced tea. I said, hey, what's the big deal? You told me to come over for a brisk.
Wow.
And
Don't give him courtesy laughs. He doesn't deserve it.
Must be a Mark Normand.
Their snacks suck too. They only had one cocktail weenie and a calamari ring.
Wow.
That's a good one. You brought it around on that one.
Hey, you ever talk to someone who has the same pimple as you, but neither one of you want to bring it up? It's like two army vets not wanting to bring up the war, but they both know it's really all about controlling the oil. Hey.
That
was too cerebral.
That was meta. That was very meta.
I like it.
How come bands always put negative subliminal messages in their songs? You play an album backwards, it's like, all hail Satan. I want a band that puts helpful subliminal messages. Track stays April 15th. If you put an avocado in a brown paper bag, it'll ripen faster. Always check the reviews before you buy a towel warmer.
He added the towel warmer in. Bravo, Joe.
Did I just get a guy wearing a New Kids on the Block t-shirt? Is that what that is?
Bravo.
Paul Simon. Paul Simon's high school photo.
I thought that was the ugly guy from New Kids on the Block.
Yeah, see, I'm hip. I'm cool.
Oh, monkey boy. All right, well, listen, man, this has been a fucking great show. Brian, where can people? I know you have a podcast. You're doing this interview show.
I'm doing some things. I would love to have you on if you're ever interested, because you've done a lot of acting. And then Mike, I know, is way too busy. I'm afraid to ask him for anything. But I would. The
one thing you did ask before, I wish I could have done. It was just a bad timing, but I was so flattered that you asked me.
I would love to have you guys on I have a Patreon because I can't work on the road. So I'm doing what you guys are doing, trying to get some money going. And and I do a skit a week. I do stand-up once a week. And I also interview a character actor. Like I had David Krumholtz on from fucking the Coen Brothers. I had David Higgins on. I had Mary Lynn Rice Cub from 24. So, and I had Jim O'Hare from fucking Parks and Recreation. I just talked to Sal Volcano like you guys did. So it's just it's an interview, and then there's a skit, and there's a stand-up, and it's 3 videos a week, and it's a Patreon, Brian Scolero, and I have that book out, and I released a 4th album, but everybody's streaming it, nobody's fucking buying it. So that's fun. So I get a check for 3 cents every once in a while, but it's it's whatever you guys want to do, and I'm also doing acting coaching now for television, just something to do, because I've had some success at it. So it's like I'm just trying to get a little bit of money in. So
that's good, because one day I'm going to get a part, and I'm going to need to have a friend that I can call and get advice from on how to act.
Yeah, I'm actually for some reason, I'm quite good at it, because I can look at what someone's doing and go, okay, you're doing this wrong, but you're doing that right. So I'm actually quite good at it. So if you're interested, just message me. It's $300 for 3 sessions. 1 session on multicam acting, 1 session on single cam, 1 session on auditions, self-tape, and in person. And they're about 2 hours long each session, and it's Zoom. And if you're ever interested, just go to brianscolero.com and the contact page, and all my albums and books are on there in the Patreon. So the homepage, if you scroll down the homepage of my website. But otherwise, you guys have been. It's so good to see you again. I miss you guys,
too, dude. And I will do your podcast. I'd be honored to do it. I'm around because I have I'm doing that. So let me know, and Mike will definitely do it too.
Hey, Brian, do you need a towel warmer by any chance?
Michael,
I'll send it to you right now. A nice one. And I'll read the reviews on.
It sounds great. I still will sell it. I'll be honest with you. I'm so close to. I saw a guy living in the bushes today. He had a dresser, a bed. He had a hamper. He had a hamper. Everything's in the bushes, and I'm like a month away from that.
Everybody go to Scalero's Patreon. Very talented guy, very funny guy.
Really
one of the good ones. Become a member.
That was really funny, Joe. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
And we'll see you. We'll see you again soon, brother.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Brian.
Take care, man. I love Brian.
Look at me. Look at my eyes. Did you not like? No, look at my eyes. Did you not like my towel warmer?
When we first got it, we liked it, and then but the towels, they're not warm.
Why are they not warm? Are you doing it right?
So Bobby's is like a garbage can. You throw the towels in and it heats them, and this is sort of like a ladder for like a
rack.
Yeah.
It's,
So
it's the wrong
you
one.
just get one line of warm.
If you had called me and said, "Hey, dude, we should get Joe a towel warm," I would have said, "Dude, get him the one I got. It's awesome." And I would have gave you the fucking thing, and you would have been like, "Okay."
Can I tell you the drama that's going on in my life right now?
Yes.
I've had the absolute worst day. I told you about my car. My transmission dropped today. Everything that could. There's guys at my house right now working on the Sprinter because the batteries are dead, and I have to move it because I can't get my other fucking car out of the driveway because I have no car right now. Everything that could possibly go wrong is wrong. The one thing that I'm looking forward to is I get to sit here on this show and enjoy it with you guys. Even Joe's stupid 5 jokes excited me today. So we start off the show and everybody's shitting on me. I found out my fucking towel warmer is a piece of garbage. Bobby's yelling at me. Then fucking Scolero comes on and he's overmodulating. And right as all this starts, at 7 o'clock, I've got this charity stream going on that 20 bands worked their ass off for, and a guy, one of my good friends, Ronnie, put together on video, and it's to raise money for underprivileged kids. And in the first 15 minutes of the show, it's supposed to start working at 7. It's not working. And people even in here are like, it's not working. I'm like, I see it's not working, but what do I fucking do? I can't bail out of the show. Then I'm getting phone calls and I'm texting the web guy and nobody's answering me. Then I almost said, hey, Bobby, I got to bail out for a second. And you fucking disappeared from the screen. Your connection got lost. So I'm arguing with the web guy. I'm talking to like 10 different people, all trying to be in this fucking conversation. And the worst part about it is now that it's up and running, that towel warmer sucked. I'm gonna buy you something new, Joe.
Why don't you? I'll let you know which one I have.
No, I don't need you.
But no, that's not the way to go, Mike.
I'm a loner.
Mike, just get Bobby's towel warmer that he has.
What if you find some way to melt the cheese on the towel warmer? Will you incorporate the towel warmer into the cheese show one day? Maybe a warm tray?
Dude, we were gonna mount the towel warmer that you sent us to the wall because it came with mounts, and thank God we tried it before.
Maybe that's why it didn't work, because you didn't mount it.
I just don't think it works.
That's
I can send it. I can send it back. I can send it to you if you want.
Joe.
Yeah.
If you have any questions about the air fryer, let me know.
Okay.
Mush.
You know, I bought my mom the same one.
You did.
And I bought it for and I was like, I wish I had this. And then when I got it from you, I was confused. I'm like, did I send it to my place?
So here's the thing: is it that Mike screwing me and screwing you with a cheesy towel warmer because he didn't come to me and ask me?
What do you mean cheesy?
Worked out for you.
Yeah, it's like you're 2 divorced dads, and I get 2 Christmases.
Yeah,
it wasn't cheesy.
Well, you'd stay with me if you had to, right?
Yeah, I'd stay with you.
Yeah, well, cool. Yeah, sure his house is better than mine.
But Bob's got a dog.
Yeah, you know what's really cool? I got a dog, and you know what else is cool is that my pool stays up all year round.
Yeah, yeah. You know what you can do in my backyard tomorrow? Sled. I got 2 brand new sleds.
That's cool. You should enjoy 17 feet of sleigh riding.
Bobby's got a sumo wrestling ring in the middle of his lawn, where his pool used to be.
You goddamn right I do. Well, I mean, look, Mike, I'm just saying.
There it is.
Yeah.
I don't think you're doing it right.
No, that's not a good one. Then from the bar to the other bar, it doesn't stay heated.
I don't think maybe your outlets aren't generating enough power.
What?
I was weaving the towel in and out.
So you got to get him the best towel warmer in the fucking world, dude.
Hold on. Best towel.
Listen, dude, it's right here.
Ever.
It's a little bucket,
Motherfucker.
They even have a better one now. They have the small one.
You motherfucker.
It's a barrel.
It's cheaper than the fucking thing I bought
Oh,
you.
fuck yeah. Way cheaper. It's a
Why-
little barrel.
why?
Yep. It's a little barrel and you stick them in and you can put a blanket in there. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Basically what it is. Yeah. Oh, it's so nice.
I just sent one to Brian Scolero.
Good. He'll sell it to the homeless guy in the bushes. Mike left. He's fucking.
I hope he's.
I mean, really.
It was really nice of him, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it was really nice of him to go behind my back and make me look like a fool to you.
It just didn't work. It just didn't work. But thank you though so much for that air fryer. It's gonna be nice. Really nice.
Oh, good. Mush, you there? I mean, Mike, Mush.
It's just me and you, buddy.
Well, I mean, Mush, what happens if we need you, Mush? Oh, this is just terrible.
It's nice. I think it's nice.
It's not nice. We can't end the show without him.
What are you calling him?
Hey, Melissa, that you're right. That's no way to treat your number one best friend, Bobby. You're talking to Mike.
I'm not sure why the mic's not working, Bobby. Sorry.
Well, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm here right now. I'm talking, but it's not picking up my mic.
Okay. All right. We'll just stay here for a sec. All right. Well, I'm going to end the show in a couple minutes. Okay. Hello? Mush? So when I end the show, just end the show. I'll tell you when, okay? Mike?
It sounds like he's...
Anyways, he can hear us. His mic's... It's just a clusterfuck tonight. Yeah, listen. Yeah, I just got mushed. We got mushed. That was good. Look we haven't been mushed in a couple shows. Melissa, you're out of fucking line, okay? Here's the deal. And we can take a poll on this. You know, me and you are friends doing a thing together, and then I go and buy one of our, employees or someone who works on the show a gift behind your back that they got from your house.
It's working now. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Right? That's just that's out of line. You gotta, I mean, am I right, Mush? Am I right or am I wrong, Mush?
You're right.
Joe, am I right or am I wrong?
I think you could, there could have definitely been some communication,
You son of a bitch.
It's Calta and Kelly.
I just took a full mushing. Fat JC.
We should put a sign up like it's been 3 days since the last mushing.
I don't know what we're going to do Thursday. If the snow comes the way it comes, hopefully we can still do the show. I don't know what's going to happen to my shed. All my equipment's out here. It's a fucking nightmare. So anyways, tomorrow's show is at 4:00, right? Mush?
4:00 with Mike Vecchione.
Tomorrow's at 4:00 with Mike Vecchione, which will be fun. And I'm half right and half wrong. Sarah, I am 100% fucking right. You don't get a gift you don't take my gift. That's my house. That's my house. Right? I mean, that's my house. That's like if Joe went to Mike's house and saw an awesome gun. He was like, oh, dude, that fucking Beretta 7.69 that you got, that's my favorite gun. I love that gun. And then I went and bought that gun for Joe behind Mike's back. And then Joe went to Mike, oh, dude, Bobby bought me that gun. He'd be like, what?
And then the gun didn't work very well.
If it wasn't Christmas time, it would be one thing. That's called gift stealing.
Right.
It's hard enough to find a gift for somebody that you can afford and that people will like. Right.
Right.
and it's gift stealing. It's non-communication. I'm 100% right. You can do whatever you want, but you should fucking communicate.
Yeah, especially if there's like a slight chance you could both be getting someone the
Yeah,
same.
what if I was getting it to? What if I already got it and mine was on the way too?
Right.
And he gets 2 fucking towel warmers. I mean, you're good. You're not that good, Joe.
I don't have that many towels.
Anyways, all right. Well, there you go. We got that tomorrow. Vecchione at 4:00. I am doing a live YKWd tomorrow, 1:30 Yankee Swap. Dan Soda, Joe List, aka fucking The Truth, aka fucking Dan Soda, Corporate Dan, Louis J. Gomez, aka the fucking Rattlesnake, and special guests, 3 special guests tomorrow, 1:30 live, Patreon unfucking seltzered tomorrow, 1:30. And then of course we have Calta and Kelly tomorrow night at 4 with Mike Vecchione. It's going to be great. Make sure you go to patreon.com/Robert Kelly. You want these shows live, you want them unedited, you want the extra YKWd 10 minutes, you want the fucking Friday Calta and Kelly that is only available to patreon.com/Robert Kelly. The Saturday night jerk off party, the JO party where you, if you're a member of Patreon, you get to hang with us.
I'll be there
for an hour or 2. You come in, be one of the ladybugs. Joe, what do you got?
Cheese show tomorrow, 9 a.m. on Instagram or YouTube. And we're going to be blending up. We have a blender. We're going to make it like our own cheese dip tomorrow, a Greek cheese dip.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mush, what do you got?
Follow me at Mike V. Suarez, and make sure you go see Bobby at this thing.
This thing?
This thing.
Just say, make sure you go see Bobby, and then don't go see this thing. The fuck? This thing. At the Wall Street Theater. Make sure you go see Bobby at the Wall Street Theater. You can take your time, Mush. Go see him at this fucking place. Saturday, June 30th, 8 p.m. Live special event. And it's also live streamed around the world. Make sure you retweet the sucker. Come to the show if you can. Let's fill this up. Let's watch it live. Get a bunch of your friends. Get some beers. Get some nachos. Get some fucking hand job juice. Fill up a living room. Throw this sucker on and have a good time. It's going to be the event of January. That's June, not June, July, January. Sorry. January. I'm a little fucking tired. Hey, Mush, put an ad up tonight about the Yankee swap tomorrow on everything.
Okay.
Patreon.com/Robert Kelly to watch live tomorrow. Let's get that up as soon as possible. Louis Gomez on it, Dan Soda, Joe List, me, you, Gabby. But make sure you put special guests, 3 special, hopefully just put special guests. Yankee Swap, annual Yankee Swap will be live. Patreon.com/Robert Kelly tomorrow. Ladybugs, you're the best. Love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Joe, take care. Mush,
Okay,
I like you a lot.
Right down from your belly. So get in here, you half a queer. It's time for Calta and Kelly.